Hey guys, Metal Driver here, back with another AEW Unrivaled review. Today I'll be looking at both Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian. And my apologies for taking so long to review these figures. Recently life got in the way, nothing bad, just been very busy. Now I've already shown off the boxes from Series 5 from my previous reviews, so instead of wasting time on the boxes, let's go ahead and open these figures up and take a closer look at SCU. Alright, and here we have Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian out of the packaging. But before we take a look at the figures, let's go ahead and look at the accessories that they come with. So they each come with the AEW Tag Team Championship belt. The curved one here was wrapped around Scorpio Sky. The one that's flat like this came with Frankie Kazarian, so this is the one we're going to look at. So both belts are identical. They look really good. The paint job on the belts look really well done. I like the details on the belts. Here at the top it says World. In the middle, you've got Tag Team, at the bottom, Champion. The AEW logo looks really good. The side plates look really good as well. So overall, a really nice piece, so you're definitely going to want to have both of these figures if you want the Tag Team Championship belts. So really awesome that we finally get these in the AEW line. Then the other pieces of accessories that each come with would be their entrance gear. So let's go ahead and look at Scorpio Sky's entrance gear first. So here we have his entrance vest, which has a hoodie on the back, which looks really good. It's painted really well with the white lines here. A little bit of missing paint here on the side, not a big deal. The detailing looks really good. I love the sculpt work. It looks nice and wrinkled, so that looks really cool. Then on the back, here you've got an image of California with SCU, with the names of the members, Daniels, Kazarian, and Sky. And here it says, the Pride of the West. So really cool entrance vest with the hoodie. Hoodie is sculpted really well, so that's nice. And then on the side here, you've got these pegs, so you can remove the jacket. Although it looks like it might be a little bit tricky. I think one of the Young Bucks have a similar feature like this with their vest, so you should be able to pull this off and then move this over the shoulder. I'm not going to do that on camera, so I'll do that off camera, so that way we can see how Scorpio Sky looks. Then looking at Frankie Kazarian's entrance gear, he's got this full jacket, which looks really good. You've got SCU on the front, painted really well. The white on the sides are painted pretty well. A little bit of fuzziness here. Then on the back, it says, "This is the worst town I've ever been in." Lettering looks really good. Get the names of the members down here as well. Get these nice studs painted, the spikes on the hood. So the jacket looks really good, painted really well. Now it is very stiff on this one. You can't really move the arms at all, so that is annoying. That's one of the things I hate about plastic jackets. However, it does look good as a display piece. And then here you've got pegs, so you can take this jacket off as well. Alright, so taking off their entrance gear was a bit tough. Frankie's jacket was very stiff, so that was hard to take that off. And then Scorpio's vest was a bit tricky. It would have been nice if there were pegs on the side here. That would have been much easier. But they are removable, they're just difficult. So now looking at the head sculpts, taking a look at Scorpio Sky first. This is really good. I love the expression on the face. I think it captures Scorpio Sky's likeness very well. It looks just like him. Zooming in on the face, the lips and the beard are painted very well. The eyes look really good, so do the eyebrows. So really great head sculpt. I love how this turned out. Then looking at Kazarian, I think the sculpt work is spot on. It looks just like him. The wrinkles on the face look really good. The paint on the lips, the eyes, and the eyebrows look really good. The buzzed / shaved head looks really good as well. Love the detailing on the very short shaved head. Then look at the rest of Kazarian's body. So I think the upper body looks really good. I love the way how it looks. Not a whole lot of paint there. Just a little bit of paint here down here with the wrist tape. Then looking at the trunks, you've got this logo here, which looks really nice. Very well painted. The paint on the sides are painted really well. I love the lettering here on Rebel, so that looks good. Paint on the back looks really good as well, especially on the lettering here on Kaz. And then you've got SCU here on the left side. Again, really good paint work. Then the lower body, you've got standard knee pads, black kick pads. Really good overall. And now looking at Scorpio Sky, upper body looks really good. He's got black elbow pads here. Then looking at the lower body, you got a belt painted in white, painted pretty well for the most part, just a little bit of smudging here. Then look at the back, looks pretty good as well. Then you've got black tights. So the S logo looks really good, nice clean line work. The yellow and the white on the back looks really good as well. A little bit of missing yellow paint here. Could have used another coat, so that would have been really good. Then looking at the other side, exact same design. And again, this side right here would have benefited from another coat of yellow paint. Then looking down below the knees, you've got white boots, pretty standard, no extra detail. And then it does look like this calf is kind of sticking out as if it's injured. So it's probably just due to the back of the knee right here. So that is an easy fix. But overall, really solid looking Scorpio Sky. Then going over the articulation, both figures have the exact same points of articulation. The heads are on a ball joint and a hinge, so it can't look that high up, that far down. Can't turn side to side and does not tilt. Shoulders have a hinge, which allow the arms to go that high up. Can rotate all the way around, bicep swivel. There are double jointed elbows, which are not hindered all that much by this elbow pad. Swivel and hinge at the wrist. Ball joint at the upper diaphragm, which allows him to crunch that far forward. Go that far back. He can twist really well and tilt. Then he has another ball joint at the waist, which allows him to crunch further forward, further back, and slightly tilt. Ball joints at the hips, which allow the legs to go that far out. It doesn't go that high up at all. Let's check this leg, and yeah, that's about as high as the legs go, so that's kind of annoying. There's a thigh cut, double jointed knees, which do not have the best range of motion, a cut at the calf, hinge at the ankle, which allows it to go that high up, that far down, and it does have good ankle pivot. Then quickly going over Frankie Kazarian's articulation, I'm just going to go over all the points. I'm not going to really point them out, no pun intended, just to see how it looks, and yep, better range of motion here at the elbow, so that's nice, but that's expected because it doesn't have an elbow pad. Torso is really good in the range of motion, all the way around, so that's good. Legs go that far out, and the legs do not go that high up either on this figure, so that's a bit odd. So these two figures have the same issues with the legs here. Thigh cut's good. Double jointed knees do not have that great of a range either. Then there is no rotation, so they didn't make a cut at the boot here, so that's odd. Ankle goes that high up, which isn't really high at all. Goes that far down, and good ankle pivot. Alright, and here we have SCU next to Jurassic Express, the Lucha Brothers, Santana and Ortiz, and finally the Young Bucks. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian? I think these two figures are fantastic. For me, the best part about these two are that the head sculpts are spot on. They look exactly like how they're supposed to look. I think these are some of my favorite head sculpts from this wave. Then they also come with the Tag Team Championship belts. First time in the line, so they're definitely worth picking up just for that alone. The rest of the figures are pretty solid. They only have minor gripes in my opinion. That is the range of motion and the articulation of the legs. And I'm not the biggest fan of this plastic jacket on Frankie Kazarian. It's very stiff, doesn't leave a lot of mobility in Kazarian's upper body, but it does look really good. And as a display piece like this, I think it looks pretty cool. So I definitely recommend these two figures. If you see them in stores, pick them up and add them to your collection. So if you watched through the whole review, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. As I mentioned at the beginning, it did take a while for me to review these two figures, so I do apologize for that. I have been away from social media over the last few weeks, so I know that there was a lot of people that commented on my videos. Normally I do respond to comments, however I haven't really been doing that, so I do apologize. So I did want to give you guys a shout out for commenting on my videos. So moving forward, I kind of want to make that a thing. I'll start shouting out people from the comment section, specifically those who comment on my latest videos. So if you want to get a shout out, go ahead and leave a comment on this review. Let me know what other tag teams you want to see in the AEW Unrivaled and Unmatched line. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, follow me on social media so you can keep up to date with all my wrestling figure photography, and I'll see you next time.